I thought it would be an easy job. One kid, one night, in a quiet house at the edge of town. The pay was good. Almost too good. That should have been my first warning. When I arrived, the parents greeted me at the door. They looked drained. Their eyes were red and their hands were shaking. The mother smiled, but her lip trembled like she was trying to hold something back. She handed me a list of rules. Simple enough. No sugar after 8, no TV past 9. And then the last one. Whatever happens, don't go upstairs after 9:30. I laughed, thinking it was just some weird bedtime trick. They didn't laugh back. The boy's name was Eli. He couldn't have been more than 6 years old. He was dressed in neat little clothes. His hair was combed perfectly, and his toys were lined up in rows like soldiers. He didn't speak at first, he just watched me. His head was tilted slightly to the side, almost like he was listening to something that I couldn't hear. When I finally asked if he wanted to play a game, he nodded slowly and whispered, "They don't like games." I froze for a second. "Who doesn't?" I asked. But he just smiled, the kind of smile that just didn't belong on a child's face. After I put him to bed, the house went dead silent. It wasn't a peaceful silence. It was just wrong. The kind of silence that hums inside your ears. I sat downstairs, scrolling on my phone, trying to ignore how cold the air had suddenly become. Then footsteps, slow, heavy, coming from the floor above me. I called out his name. No answer, just the creak of a floorboard and then the faint sound of whispering voices drifting down the stairs. I walked to the hallway, and there he was, standing halfway down the staircase. His eyes wide open, murmuring to someone in the darkness behind him. "Eli?" I whispered. He turned his head, just a little too far, and smiled that same unnerving smile again. Behind him, on the wall, something was drawn in what looked like charcoal. A circle, a symbol, and scrawled beneath it my name. That's when my phone shut off. The screen went black, even though the battery had been full. The lamp beside me flickered once, then died. I heard laughter, dozens of voices, all children, coming from every room in the house at once. I started backing away, but then the lights came back on, every single bulb glowing a dim, sickly red. And the basement door, which I knew had been locked earlier, was now wide open. There was a light coming from below, a faint pulsing glow, and a sound like someone humming a lullaby. I should have run. I know I should have, but I didn't. I crept down the steps, each one groaning as if it was warning me to stop. And at the bottom, I saw him, Eli, standing in the center of a circle made of salt and ash. Candles flickering around him, his small hands dripping with black smoke. He was whispering, but the voice that came out wasn't his. It was deeper, older. It said my name, then it said it again and again, until the very walls of the house began to shake. I couldn't move. I couldn't even scream. His eyes turned completely black. The shadows on the walls started to crawl toward me, stretching and twisting like they were alive. I tried to run, but my body wouldn't listen. It felt like something else had already taken control. The last thing I remember was the sound of him giggling and a voice whispering right next to my ear, "Now it's your turn." And then, everything went dark. When the parents came home the next morning, they said they found us both asleep on the couch. The boy was smiling peacefully in his sleep. My eyes were wide open. They said I didn't blink, didn't breathe, didn't move for hours. But later that night, someone knocked on their door. It was me, smiling, holding the boy's hand. And in the faint glow of the porch light, they realized the boy didn't have a shadow anymore. So, if you ever find yourself babysitting on Hollow Creek Road, don't look into the child's eyes after 9. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more chilling tales. Stay safe out there.